day as Vaman Dev. So Krishna appeared as Vaman Dev, and there's a beautiful connection why he appeared and the reason for that. So Kashyapa Muni have two wives. All of you know about Kashyapa Muni, and many of you also have a gotra known as Kashyapa. So Kashyapa Muni had two wives, Diti and Aditi. So Diti was the mother of all the demons, and Aditi was the mother of all the demigods. So now there was always a clash happens between demon and divine. There's a constant battle which goes on. In Satyuga, the battle was going on between different sages on the planet Earth and Hiranyakashipu, who was in different planets. The demon and divine was in different planets in Satyuga. In Treta Yuga, they became even more closer. Ram and Ravan, different states, different countries, but on same planet Earth. In Dwapara Yuga, they became even more closer in the same family, Kamsa and Krishna. And now in Kali Yuga, they have become the closest, and they sits in our own heart. Both the demon and divine sits in our own personality. A part of me says I want to do bad things, and part of me says no, this is not good. I want to do good things. I want to chant Krishna's name. And the other part of me say, what is the use of chanting Krishna's name? What should I gain? Let me enjoy my material life. So constant battle goes on in a person's heart. Similarly, the battle was going on during those times between demon and divine. And sometime divine becomes stronger, sometime demon becomes stronger. And whenever the divine becomes stronger, because when we feed more and more divine part of me, that becomes stronger. And when we feed demonic part of me, that becomes stronger. So we have like both the seeds available in our heart. It's just that how much consciously you water and grow, help growing what part of your personality. So whatever part of personality is more active and you are giving more active consciousness, attention, that part will keep growing in your life, all of our life. So demon became very powerful, and the Indra's position, the demigods was headed by Indra. Indra's position becomes very difficult to maintain himself. He was very scared of all the demonic forces. And Aditi, being a mother of Indra, naturally became concerned. And how come my son is in danger? He's fearful. I want to help him. Then Aditi approached Kashyapa Muni, who is a father of demon and divine both. And then Kashyapa Muni explains, okay, you should do one Payo Vrata. Vrata is explained in Srimad Bhagavatam, wherein you have to do a specific way, specific sadhana, chanting Krishna's name, worshipping the deities, only eating Krishna Prasadam, following celibacy, and so many principles he mentioned. You have to follow it for the next 45 days and you will get your solution. She very rigidly, in a very determined way, followed that principle explained by Kashyapa Muni. And at the end of her vrata, Krishna personally appeared in front of him. And then when Krishna appeared in front of him, and Krishna knew why she was following this Payavrata, then Krishna says, I will take care of everything. You don't have to worry from now onwards. I will take birth from your womb and I will kill all the demonic forces. I will do that. Rest assured. So by giving this assurance, Krishna disappeared from that place, and then a Vaman Dev appeared in the womb of Aditi. Krishna appeared in the form of Vaman Dev. So Vaman Dev is also considered as dwarf brahmana. He is a form of Krishna who appeared as dwarf brahmana. Now this dwarf brahmana, now let us really understand that's how Vaman Dev appeared. Vamana Deva appeared on this planet Earth. And then what happened is, now Bali Maharaj was performing great austerities. He was performing yagya. And Bali Maharaj's spiritual master was Shukracharya. And Bali Maharaj is also a grandson of Prahlad Maharaj. All of you know about Prahlad Maharaj. So Bali Maharaj is a grandson of Prahlad Maharaj, and his spiritual master was Shukracharya, also known as Venus, the planet Venus, Shukracharya. So now Shukracharya was guiding Bali Maharaj, and he's the greatest of demon. He's becoming more powerful by performing more and more yagya. Indra is becoming more and more disturbed. Now appeared Vamandev. When Vamandev appeared, he appeared in the form of a dwarf brahmana, and then he approaches Bali Maharaj. When he approaches Bali Maharaj, then what happened? He says, "Okay, I am a brahmana, you're a king. Now I have come on your gate, and it is an etiquette that if a brahmana comes in a king's palace, whatever brahmanas, king has to provide that." Then king respectfully got up from his seat. He received Vamandev, and he asked, "My dear brahmana, what is the reason of you appearing here? How can I serve you? What do you want?" Then he says, "I want three step of land." Now, small baby Brahmana, boy Brahmana, dwarf Brahmana, how much land could be covered by three steps of this dwarf Brahmana? Then Bali Maharaj said, "What? Three steps of land? You can add something big. Why do you want only three steps of land?" He said, "No, I am satisfied by steps of land. I am a Brahmana. I am satisfied by three steps. Give me that." And then by the time Shukracharya was hearing his conversation, and Shukracharya takes Bali Maharaj aside and he says in the ear, "My dear Bali Maharaj, my dear Bali, don't get deceived by this small dwarf Brahmana. He is Vishnu who has himself come in the disguise of Brahmana, and he is going to take away all your riches, all your kingdom. You should not say yes to him." And by the time he already had said yes to him. And then he says, "First of all, I have made my commitment. I cannot backstep from my commitment. And that is, I have committed three steps of land. And second of all, you only have taught everything is meant for Vishnu. If everything is meant for Vishnu, then why should I not give to Vishnu? He himself has come in my house." Basically, Shukracharya was a little disturbed that if the whole kingdom is taken away by Bali Maharaj, what would he do? Where would he go? How would he be maintained? So that was his concern. How would he be maintained? And then, but at that very moment, Bali Maharaj rejected Shukracharya as his spiritual master. So it is one of the very rare occasion when a disciple have rejected his own guru. So there are certain conditions wherein you can reject your guru. The first condition here it is that the Shukracharya was deterring Bali Maharaj to surrender to Vishnu, who has come in the form of dwarf Brahmana. So Bali Maharaj rejected Shukracharya. Why I'm going into so much of a detail? Because there is a reason for that, and we'll understand more nuances and practical applications in our day-to-day life. Each part of the story is very, very important. Just be with me in those details, and you will know that how it is very much relevant, practically applicable in our day-to-day personal life. Just bear with me for some time. So now here is Vaman Dev, and he's been promised three steps of land. He start taking three steps of land. On the first step, he start expanding himself. Although he was seemingly a dwarf Brahmana, but the moment he put his first feet out, he expanded himself and he covered the whole lower planetary system. The whole seven planetary system below Earth, he covered that. In the second foot, he covered the entire upper planetary system. And it is a description comes in fifth canto of Bhagavatam that end of the universe is covered by eight different layers of Mahatattva, and outside the universe flows river, Viraja river, Vaitarni river. So now when Vamandev toes pierced through the covering of the universe, small little water fell on this universe, washing the feet of Vamandev. And that water, what washed the feet of Vamandev, later on becomes Mother Ganga. So that was the appearance of Mother Ganga also, along with the when Ganga was washing the feet of Vamandev, and that is why the Ganga has a lot of purifying potency. Whoever takes dip in the Mother Ganges, they become purified of all their sin. And the purifying potency in the Mother Ganga is coming from because Ganga is washing the feet of Vamadev. In that sense, it is like a Charnamrita flowing from feet of Vamadev. So now the two steps is been covered. Where would the where would Vamadev keep third step? Interesting thing. Now, okay, now you have promised three steps, and I am capturing you. Where should I keep my third step? Tell me. Then Vamandev didn't have anything. Already he has lost all his wealth. He has lost all his prosperity. He has lost all his kingdom. What else is left? Then he says, okay, now my dear Lord, you have come in the form of dwarf brahmana. You cheated me, and I agreed to be cheated by you. Now you can keep your third feet on my head. I surrender everything unto you. I am surrendering myself only unto you. So now let us put ourselves in that situation. When dwarf brahmana came, he looted us all of our opulences, our house, our wealth, our business, everything has been taken away. What kind of state you would be in? And now you're asking more? What would you say? You would say, give everything back to me, whatever you're taking, you cheated me. But what did Bali Maharaj said? No. Okay, I have promised you. You can keep, that is the value of promise. Promise is like I become one with my words. If I promised something, then I will fulfill that even at the cost of my own life. That is to be the very high level of integrity, high level value system the earlier the sages and the earlier times people used to have. I have promised, now you can keep your third feet on my head and take away even my own personality. He became a servant to Bali Maharaj, Vamana, Bali Maharaj. So now this was, although he was a great demon, he was on the lower planetary system, but he exemplified the greatest devotional principle of surrendering everything at the lotus feet of Krishna. So now what happened in this case where Bali Maharaj lost everything? What did he gain after that? It is said, Krishna says in Bhagavad Gita, 4th chapter, 11th or 12th verse, Ye yathamam prapadante tam sadeva bhajamyaham. That is a very powerful principle Krishna explains, also known as principle of reciprocity. It means if you give X amount to me, if you surrender X amount to me, ye yathamam prapadante, I will also extend same amount to you. So if you come one step towards me, I will also come one step towards you. Isn't it like common reciprocatory principle of any relationship? If you give more, I will give more. If you reveal more, I will reveal more. That's what Krishna explains in the Bhagavad Gita. So now, in this case, according to this principle, what should happen? A devotee, Bali Maharaj, has given everything himself to Krishna, to Vamandev. What should be the response of Vamandev according to his promise in the Bhagavad Gita, 4th chapter? What he said is, now you have purchased me by your devotion. Now I am going to bless you with a kingdom that would be completely inexhaustible. and nobody can defeat you. And I myself will become the doorkeeper and will protect your kingdom. That was Bali Maharaj. Vamana responded to Bali Maharaj. And he fulfilled his promise and he gave a kingdom to Bali Maharaj, which is completely inexhaustible. No demon can attack. Even though somebody tried to attack, Vamana is standing on the door of this kingdom and protecting. So, what kind of great the Lord is that He's agreed to become the doorkeeper of His devotees' palace, of His devotees' kingdom. Such is the greatness of the sweetest Lord, Lord Shri Krishna. So now, a lot of beautiful things comes out from this whole pastimes, and let us see how we can implement and how can we connect to that particular story. Let us start from beginning. So Vamandev came in a very small form, small dwarf brahmana form, right? That's how the story starts. So that he could easily cheat Bali Maharaj, because if he's like a very great brahmana, then he'll become alert. So he came in a very small dwarf brahmana form. Similarly, and all the potency of Krishna is embedded already in all the forms. So it is said, Anor Aniyam Mahato Mahiyam. Krishna can become greater than the greatest and smaller than the smallest. A form does not limit his power. We see the deities in the temple, Radha Krishna, then they have all the powers what original Krishna has, but they're contained in the deity form. So although we see a limited deity, but they are unlimited by their function in their nature. That is Krishna's inconceivable potency. So now, although he was a small Brahmana, dwarf Brahmana boy, but he still had all the potency of Krishna personally, because he was Krishna personally. Similarly, in Kali Yuga, Krishna says, Kali Kale Nam Roop Krishna Avatar. Krishna has become his name. Specifically, when we chant Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, seems to be very small string, like word of string of words. 16 syllable, like a four sentences. What is big about it? Small words, right? Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Not a big deal, but there is a big deal here. Like Vaman, they came a small dwarf Brahmana. Similarly, Krishna has come with this small, simple, very ordinary looking like sound string. But it has all the power of Krishna embedded in the names. And at the right time, Krishna can show himself from the string of holy name. As Krishna showed his real original feature at the end from the same dwarf Brahmana boy, similarly the holy name are so it has all the Krishnas. Krishna personally is in the name. Namanami Abhinyatam, there is no difference between name of Krishna and Krishna personally. It is difficult to digest sometime. How could the name be Krishna? That is a spiritual potency of Krishna. Krishna has done that. It is a spiritual science. That is completely different types of vibrations. So, so we should not think, oh, a small string of Hare Krishna Mahamantra, how could this simple thing can help me? Why should I really bother myself for chanting Hare Krishna Mahamantra? No. Always meditate on dwarf Brahmana boys, Vaman their features. Lookingly, seemingly very small, but by three steps he took away the whole kingdom of Bali Maharaj, which was the whole universe. Similarly, uh, so how that was one idea. First parallel. The second parallel is what happened when Vamandev goes to Bali Maharaj. He asked for three steps of land. That's all he asked. He did not have any bigger ask. Similarly, what does Hare Krishna Mahamantra ask us to do? Just chant couple of rounds, maybe one round, two round. Just introduce, just allow the holy name to be the part of your life. And when we allow holy name to be the part of our life, when we spend time, let's say 10 minutes, 15 minutes, 20 minutes of chanting of Hare Krishna Mahamantra, like Bali Maharaj giving 3 steps of land, agreeing for 3 steps of land. There are many meanings which could come out from the Hare Krishna mantra. The most powerful meaning is when we allow the holy name, when we just give some of our time to holy name, then holy name has a power to rule each and every element of your activities. It will help you in your relationship, it will help you in your professional life, it will help you in your personal life. Any area of your life, holy name personally will guide you and personally become very active in your whole journey of your life. Although you're just giving some couple of minutes or maybe 100, maybe an hour or two, but the whole life will be taken over by the holy name of Krishna because he has that power. So the third point was when he asked for 3 steps of land, then Vaman Dev covered the whole universe in 2 steps itself. Right? Similarly, holy name slowly, as we keep becoming more devoted, more dedicated, our chanting quality increases, we become more faithful as we advance spiritually. As I just mentioned, holy name will take over my whole life. Seemingly small string. How could the seemingly very small string of sound could help me in each and every minute detail of my life? Yes, it can. Like Vaman Dev has expanded himself and covered the whole universe. Similarly, Krishna can expand himself through his holy name and cover each and every aspect of your life. Nothing else can do that. So now, once we allow holy name to be complete, once we allow holy name to transform me, change me, spiritualize me, then what happens? What was the next step happen in that story? What happened is Ganga come to this planet Earth. When Vamadev pierced through the whole of the edge of universe, Ganga came to this universe. And everybody becomes purified by taking bath in Ganga, isn't it? Similarly, when we allow holy name to purify me, when my heart becomes completely purified, then I become touchstone of transformation in everybody's life. I become like Ganga, wherein the energy of Krishna is flowing through me. Whomever I touches, whomever I talk, whomever I introduce, have any sort of connections, their life also transforms. The most beautiful example is Srila Prabhupada himself. Srila Prabhupada considered holy name to be everything in his life. He always says that it is the magic of holy name that this movement is spreading all over the world and it still continues to spread all over the world. Isn't it? So when Srila Prabhupada came to the West and he became a touchstone of transformation, anybody came in touch with him, they could not help him themselves just by and just become devotee of Krishna. They were just getting attracted toward him so magnetically. That's a kind of power holy name can also infuse in our life, and we can also become touchstone of transformation in different levels. Like Mother Ganga comes from lotus feet of Krishna. And finally, when okay, I will complete this and then we'll come to another point of this Shukracharya thing. So finally, when Vaman Dev Bali Maharaj lost everything, what did he offer? His head. Now, my dear Lord, you can keep your head onto my head, or onto my head. Your lotus feet you can keep on my head. So, what was the success? First level of success of uh, of Bali Maharaj? He got to receive Krishna's lotus feet on his head. Is it a small thing to be able to have a lotus feet of Krishna on your head? Even Lakshmiji's is desirous. When will I get to have the lotus feet of Krishna? Always attached to lotus feet of Krishna, always serving lotus feet of Krishna. We are all after Lakshmi, and Lakshmi is after lotus feet of Krishna. So ultimately, what was the gain of Bali Maharaj? That he could gain the lotus feet of Krishna. Similarly, when we also become completely purified, then holy name of Krishna has a power, because Krishna and Krishna's name there is no difference. Holy name of Krishna will take me to lotus feet of Krishna. Ultimately, by just starting to chant, by just giving 10 minutes, 15 minutes, 20 minutes of your time, that is a starting point. But it has the power to take you back to the lotus feet of Krishna. And that happens once you allow the holy name to always be ringing in your mind, always that sound of, you're always holding the sound of Hare Krishna Mahamantra on your mind, always by chanting Hare Krishna Mahamantra. That is how you can gain that powerful impact of gaining lotus feet of Krishna. That is the most powerful shelter you can ever have in your life. To be completely sheltered at lotus feet of Krishna. And finally, what happened? Vamana became the doorkeeper in the kingdom of Bali Maharaj. After taking everything from Bali Maharaj, he gave himself to Bali Maharaj. That is his principle of reciprocity. He took everything from Bali Maharaj and then he gave everything back, including himself to Bali Maharaj. Sometime you may think, oh, if I give to Krishna, then what will happen to me? How will I maintain myself? Who will take care of me and if I just give away everything to Krishna? But if you give one thing to Krishna, Krishna will give you 1,000 times back. Because first of all, you never gave to Krishna, because you can give to Krishna which is yours, and nothing is yours in this world. Everything is Krishna's. It's like taking water from Mother Ganges and offering back to Mother Ganges. So taking something from Krishna's energy and giving back to him. But Krishna becomes very pleased even with that, because he receives our devotion through that. So finally, Vaman Dev gave himself to Bali Maharaj. Similarly, and that was inexhaustible kingdom. Bali Maharaj enjoyed indestructible kingdom. Similarly, when the perfection of spiritual life is, we have been blessed with the lotus feet of Krishna, and we're also blessed with Krishna's love of Krishna in our heart, which is completely inexhaustible source of joy, source of happiness, source of bliss for a devotee. So although it is painful in the beginning, like it was for Bali Maharaj, but the end, he received the greatest gift. First of lotus feet of Krishna, second is Krishna's prema in our heart. Love for Krishna, unconditional love for Krishna in our heart. And when we have that unconditional love for Krishna in our heart, then the devotee enjoys that, relish that, rejoice in that happiness every moment. And that is inexhaustible source of happiness. We keep begging even people, situations, activities to just enjoy one drop of happiness. But what holy name is promising is Brahma Sokhyam to Anantam, unlimited source of happiness. That was the trick. That was that's the whole power of holy name of Krishna, like Bali Maharaj. But the catch here is, so Bali Maharaj had one obstacle while he was offering everything to Vaman. Mm. What was the obstacle of Bali Maharaj? The obstacle was his own guru, Shukracharya, who was not allowing him to surrender everything to Krishna. What if everything is surrendered to Krishna? What would he enjoy? Right? Now, in our case, that is our mind which is guiding us, like Shukracharya. Shukracharya represents all the luxury, all the fame, all the money, everything is represented of Venus, of Shukracharya. So we all have tendency to enjoy, we all have tendency to merge ourselves luxuriously and enjoy material life and fulfill our own desires. So that is a obstacle in all of our devotional life, technically. At least when we are chanting Hare Krishna Mahamantra. When we chant Hare Krishna Mahamantra, all sort of thought comes, ideas comes, desire comes, and we get swayed away in those thoughts. We get swayed away in those desires. We get swayed away in that pleasures. And we leave the most powerful thing, which is to hear and chant Krishna's name. So if you're able to overcome that one obstacle of Shukracharya, which was obstacle for Bali Maharaj, like we also will have so many obstacles like that. And first one prime and obstacle is in our own mind, right? Our own mind will guide us in a different way. Don't do this, don't surrender to Krishna, don't chant, don't read Bhagavad Gita, don't serve Krishna. And when you still do it, then again, even when you're doing it, mind will keep on disturbing you. The best solution is to avoid it and to still be focused on chanting Hare Krishna Mantra. That is what Bali Maharaj did. Bali Maharaj rejected Shukracharya. Similarly, we also should reject our own thought process, our own ideas when we are trying to serve Krishna, especially when we are chanting Hare Krishna Mantra. Okay, let me do this, let me complete this task, let me complete that task. If I don't do that, it is gonna miss out and this and that. But if we continue rejecting and continue accepting Krishna's name, you would see magic will happen. The Vaman Dev blessed Bali Maharaj ultimately with the inexhaustible kingdom. Similarly, Holy Name will also bless us that inexhaustible source of happiness, bliss, and knowledge. So that is how we can pray to Vaman Dev, pray to Bali Maharaj, like the way he had a strength to remove the obstacles and be focused on surrendering to Krishna. So before we start chanting, we can also pray to Bali Maharaj to bless us with the same kind of a spirit. That is why he is also known as one of the Mahajana, the authority in the devotional principles. We can take his blessings, we can take his guidance, we can take his shelter, and also make the holy chanting of holy name of Krishna as the most important part of my life. And once we do that, we would see how the holy name is steering the car of my life and taking me through all the twists and turns and safely taking me to lotus feet of Krishna without any difficulties. So we'll conclude here and I'll just open up for any doubts, any questions, anything anybody would like to ask, we can discuss.